during baseball season on the Farm Bureau guest line. Check out favorites.com and go with the home team, Mississippi Farm Bureau. Coach, I feel like I need to apologize. This is going to feel like I'm throwing somebody under the bus, and I don't mean to, or maybe I do mean to. I think Brian Haydad's faith was shaken just a little bit, but I am happy to let you know that at 5:18 last night, I got a text message from him in all caps that said, "Baseball is back, baby." What a weekend. Congratulations. Great series win for your ball club in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, appreciate it. Man, they still got some fight in them. To go there, to go to LSU and win 2 games that we were behind, man, it shows a lot of fight in the kids.
I mean, when you think about the way the weekend unfolds, so 10-run rule in the first game, and that's not certainly the way you want to start a series, but you made the decision to hold Cade Smith. And it's I know, kind of a calculated decision. It's 2 weeks in a row. Auburn did that with Tommy Vale last weekend. You hold Cade Smith for game 2. And I think you even said after the first game, we got to come in here and try and win some games, and that was the best way to do it. Just kind of walk us through that. Is it hard to make that decision?
Yeah, it's really hard because, you hate to take somebody's big blow first game, especially with a team that probably lacks a little bit of confidence, going in. And I thought, Brock Tapper for us, it was 5-1 in the 6th. We still had a chance, trying to get Skeens out of there. And then they were able to get a couple runs there late, but we had a ball game, at that point. We had a couple opportunities knowing Skeens was probably out of there the next inning, but just couldn't get to it. But we knew we had to win something and we had to match up. And we felt like Cade was the guy that we needed to match up with.
So you mentioned a second ago the come from behind. You do it with big innings late in consecutive days. So just walk me through kind of the comeback on Saturday, and then yesterday you're down 13-4, and it's like everybody's just kind of packing up, and it's a sleepy Sunday, and then all of a sudden you just kind of start throwing haymakers.
Well, we knew that their weakness was their bullpen, and so for us, it's to keep fighting, keep playing, keep going. And that's what they did. I mean, it was, the hard part about yesterday is it was so hot. We had some kids, we had a couple kids that had to get IVs, and we had a couple kids that came out of the game. And the ones that we went to, they just kept playing, and we were able to get some big hits in there. I thought Dakota's swing, kind of got us the momentum to be back in. And the key to yesterday's game was Tyler Davis. Tyler Davis gave us the hold. And I kept challenging our team. I kept walking up in our dugout. Somebody's going to come out of the pen and stop them and give us a great effort, and we're going to have a chance to win this game. And he actually did. He threw 4 shutout innings and gave us a chance to win.
Coach, take us on the last play of that game, because your middle infielders, David Mershon and Imani Larry, they kind of sell that that's a ground ball. And it's not. It's a fly ball to the outfield, and you end up getting the double play there. Is that something that y'all coach every week, or is that something that they just sort of pulled out of the rabbit's hat? How did that work?
Well, it's talked about. You talk about it. It's not taught every week, but it's talked about just deking them, and it's probably talked about when you're a young kid too. So they've probably grown up their whole life with it. They did a great job, and really the throw by Kellum. I mean, if it's not right on line, he's safe, and in that ballpark, that ball, any ball can be a homer, and to get out of it with that, man, was huge.
Let's talk a little bit more about Mershon, named the SEC Freshman of the Week today. He had a great week, and just getting on base, on top of having a lot of hits, he was able to walk, he was able to work some counts for you. He's really come on late in the season and has become another valuable piece for you. Just tell us a little bit about his development and since he's gotten into the starting lineup.
Yeah, he's just a spark plug. I mean, really knows the game, really plays the game. He's a baseball rat. He just wants to be around it all the time and does a lot of good things, man. He can bunt, he can run, he can defend. He's got a good bat. He's a switch hitter. It's very high energy, so you're getting that. And he actually, he was pushing to play a lot early in the year and got hurt the weekend before we started. He was out like 6 weeks. So that's really what hurt his development more than anything, is just the hamstring injury he had early. And you can tell he's back and feeling great and playing great baseball.
And I mean, you kind of alluded to it as saying, you almost stuck him in the lineup out of necessity, and then he really didn't give you an option but to stay in the lineup.
Yeah, he shows up every day, and he is working every day, and he lives this game. I mean, it is, it's a weekend in the fall, and we have camp. I look up, and he's sitting in the stands watching camp. And that's when you know this kid is, that's all he wants to do is play baseball. And he comes from a very big Catholic family, but it's a lot of baseball players in that family, and he's just grown up that way.
Coach, talk to us about this final week. North Alabama tomorrow night, so you got a home game there, and then a 3-game series, and you've still got a chance in terms of getting to the SEC tournament. Got to make up some ground, not much margin for error. How do you approach this final week of the season, and especially this weekend with A&M coming in?
Well, we need to play well tomorrow. Our guys need to come out and play well tomorrow, and I know it's to get it. To feel good, to have some good at-bats, to play a good game. We're going to start Parker Sinnett, so hopefully he can give us a good start there. And then, as we swing back around into the weekend, we got to win game 1. Really, we got to do everything we can to win game 2 and then game 1, and then hopefully win game 2, and then just kind of work it that way. I haven't, they know the scenarios, they know everything. They knew it this weekend, and that's probably one reason you didn't see them, quit fighting. And we need to go out and play a really good game 1 and get some momentum in the weekend. And then hopefully we can come to the ballpark and figure it out pitching-wise each day and see what we can do.
I'm curious if the decision to hold Cade Smith to Saturday affects what you're able to do this weekend with it being a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series.
Well, that was part of the decision too, man. That was the hard part but you're going to have him Friday. You don't have him this Thursday, but you have him Friday, and you have Lowe Saturday. We just have to figure out Thursday, and that's the toughest piece of it. And with us having some arms out, it just makes it somebody's going to have to step up for us. But they're going to have to step up on the last day or the first day, and hopefully we can get somebody to step up for us and us play a good game there on Thursday. But it does. I'd had people say, "Hey, man, are you going to throw Cade on Sunday?" I said, "There's no way you can throw Cade on Sunday because you got the short week on the backside." That's what makes this last week of the season kind of tricky.
Yeah. Is it a good thing, all in all, to have this last series as a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series? I guess all year long that you've got that. Does it make sense with the quick turnaround for the start of the tournament?
Yeah, you have to with the tournament because the tournament is so – when you start on Tuesday in a tournament, it makes for a tough game there too, so for playing games and everything else. So it's what you have to do. It's not ideal for anybody, but everybody's in the same scenario.
Yeah. Coach, really appreciate your time. Congratulations.